Hey, can I get a coach? I suck. Yo, anybody want a cheeseburger? Man, they can't find no coach nowhere in the alley on Western. Damn. Ooh, it's going bad out here. Them damn fakers. Fakers, I call them, don't I? And that's what this segment's going to be about, real versus fake. Okay? So I'm going to take y'all behind the scenes because Woj and Shams right now, they crippin' in blood, homie. They caught up in the Civil War. And Amin Elhassan, he trying to get the peace treaty by telling them the real from the fake. He's like, look, Woj does not like it when somebody else is leading the pack in breaking news. And we know that Shams, wow, every now and then get one off on them. So then Woj got to drop a Woj bomb, to kind of set the record straight, right? Well, let's just say not all records get set straight. Sometimes they get set crooked, homie. All right, so here's the real from the fake. Let me start with me. You know me. I want this show to be the show that y'all watch all that out there. See all that, and I know all them cats, right? And then you come here and be like, man, what Wiley gonna say? What the homie gonna say about it? Because I'm gonna tell you the real from the fake. Because basically my mindset is this. If we are really friends, and a lot of those guys are my friends, if we're real friends, then don't make me fake it. I ain't gonna say no BS about you. I ain't gonna make nothing up. I ain't gonna lie either. That means if you did it, you did it. If you didn't, you didn't. Because if we real friends, you don't make me fake it, unless we fake, right? So I don't care if these cats don't like me. That means they ain't my real friend. The real friends that I talk about, man, you ain't gotta say it all like that, but chill, dog. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it group text 100 up here. All right. Here's the fake, and here's the real. The fake about me is that Marcellus calls them the fakers. I throw on my persona. I throw on my costume. Fakers! Oh, you guys can't find a coach. You guys suck. The real is, come on, salute. That's the Lakers, man. Now, I grew up not being a basketball fan because I sucked at basketball. So, therefore, when Showtime was winning all them championships, I was like, whatever. I'm trying to get out the hood, right? I'm playing my own football, my own track. So, I wasn't a Laker fan growing up. So, the fake is, I hate the Lakers. The real is, I just love the Clippers. It's just simple as that, right? Now, it's crazy because in this world right now, we're watching guys who we trust to break the news, and sometimes they're keeping it real, but more times than not, I am noticing they're keeping it fake. All right, so let's let Shams talk about this situation, and then I'm gonna break it down. Let's go.
My sources have said that JJ Redick has been the front runner for this job. James Borrego has also, been among the leaders for this job as well with JJ Redick. But when you think about the process so far, right? Rob Pelinka has met before this Dan Hurley situation. He had met twice with two candidates. He met with JJ Redick once. He met with James Borrego a separate time solo, and then James Borrego came into the facility, met with everyone, met with ownership. And then they, last week on Wednesday, turned their attention, I'm told, to Dan Hurley. And he was not the number one candidate, the number one guy to go pursue from the start, from the beginning. But they felt like there was an opening there for him. He was in contract negotiations with UConn. He was discussing a deal to go back. And they felt like there was an opening. And they threw what really people around the league believe was a Hail Mary offer at him. 6 years, $70 million. And at the end of the day, Dan Hurley chose not to leave. He chose to stay for $20 million less at UConn. They did go up significantly from his current deal right now, but it is $20 million less. And you think about the Lakers job and what it's known for and the big-time-ness of it, and he still decided to stay at UConn, go for a chance at a three-peat. And, it does beg the question around the league. Was there genuine interest? Was this a genuine process with this, or was this simply just about leverage? So when you think about it, the Lakers are 2.5 weeks out from the NBA draft. They're 3 weeks away from free agency. No coach yet. And I think everyone around the league doesn't really have a great feel for where this process is at.
Now, y'all got to be able to see when he's trying to be a good teammate to somebody who's really not even in his team. Like, he's really trying to be respectful to the frat. You ever do that? Like, just respecting. I don't really work with you. We actually kind of do the same thing, but in different departments. But I ain't gonna burn you. But I'm gonna let everybody know you on some bullshit. He shot Woj twice. Let me tell you how he shot him. Because here's the reports. Amin Elhassan is kind of like refereeing this Crippin' blood, right? He like, look, y'all stay on y'all either side, peace treaty, or stay on your neutral sides, right? Amin's like, Woj doesn't like it when people break news before him and break news better than him. I get it. That's his ego, and he's the big dog. I get it. But Shams is like, dog, you can tell privately, he like, Dan Hurley? From where? Remember, he just came out of nowhere and then Dan Hurley, it's your job. Everybody was like, really? Dan Hurley? Oh, that should have been the first guy you went after. What you doing in the third quarter, fourth quarter, talking about Dan Hurley? Should have been there the first one. But then people start noticing, hey, one of those books in the background when Woj is talking, ain't that a Hurley book? Like, you know what I mean? So, both of these guys and all of these guys get their information off of favor. How do you get the information? You ain't paying for it. Woj ain't paying no coach, no player, no executive for information. They just giving them privy information, right? I'm taking you on the inside. How do I know this? Because I used to be a team snitch until I told everybody I was the team snitch, so no longer the snitch. Here I am, right? So I used to talk to Jim Trotter. Now, that's the one that I let everybody know I used to talk to. There's others out there, but since nobody knows, we're going to keep that secret. But I used to be the Mr. Anonymous in the locker room, telling everything. Why? Because one, y'all need to know the real, because y'all reporting some bull. Two, the people don't get it. They too far away. Their vantage point is whack. And they over there judging wrongly. Third, I got to let these cats know. Hey, man, we watching, bruh. Fourth, I also realize that sometimes we over here, we ain't doing what we supposed to be doing. So therefore, we need to let y'all know we're going to be all right. We're going to get this right. So it was like a relationship that you didn't know we were having, but we were having it because I was anonymous. Then all of a sudden I realized, man, forget these fools. I told everybody it was me. But I did have relationships in that locker room, feelings in that locker room. I did have a job to keep. I did have a job that I loved. So how do you manage all that? Well, the word favor comes into play. Because Woj, they have that relationship with that player, that anonymous player. You know how they know all that stuff? That anonymous player, that anonymous executive, that anonymous coach, they all tell them. Here's the thing, though. If your world is based on favor and everybody is giving you favors, guess what's going to happen sooner or later? They not like us. You're going to have to give some favors. You catch me? If I'm always giving favors, sooner or later you're going to have to let me get a favor. And that's what happened here. I'm telling y'all, this is what happened. So what Shams was saying is like, one, yeah, Dan Hurley was in the contract negotiation, and then next thing you know, he pops up as the Lakers front runner, and then next thing you know, well, that deal got done already, or was it done? I don't know, because a lot of people don't have a great read on this situation with the Lakers head coach. And by the way, we don't have a great read on it. Me and Shams like, I ain't got this one, and Woj, you certainly ain't got this one. Putting that guy in that position when it was this deal done? Most are saying it was. But the point is, it doesn't hurt in inner circles and behind the scenes to be whispering about Dan Hurley, because before y'all hear it, before it comes out on the news, oh, they already chopping it up in the NBA circles and in the collegiate circles because it involves Dan Hurley. So basically what Shams is trying to say, because I'm going to say it for him, he like, Woj, you did your boy a favor, or you did somebody a favor. Whether it was the Lakers hooking them up, I don't see how you hooked them up, because Woj thought that Dan was going to leave. Maybe Woj was like, nah, I'm just going to get you more money. Whatever it was, he either hooked up the Lakers, don't think that happened. But why would you want to burn your relationship with the Lakers? Think about that for all y'all saying, why would they do it? You don't want to burn the Lakers now because that's the Lakers still. Or he hooked up Hurley. But intentionally, he hooked somebody up. Intentionally, he gave a favor back. Because you ain't going to be hollering at no Dan Hurley a month later. The finest girl in class, yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to date everybody else. Then I'm going to say, what's up? She going to be like, man, you don't talk to everybody. You don't talk to all my homegirls. Stop it, right? So for him to always drop those Woj bombs, it's certain places he better not drop them. Certain people he got to protect. And certain people he listens to go drop one. Yeah, feels like we all got played. I ain't tripping. I know how the game goes. You can't get propped up with all this classified information. The government, Woj, Sham, nobody. And I like Shams. I know Shams. I know Shams more than I know Woj. Let's just say this. Salute to you, Shams, and what you do. And respect to you, Woj, what you do. But I do understand why people say what they say about Woj. The few encounters I've had, I've been like, interesting. Yeah, I see why they say that. Whatever that is, y'all figure it out. Here's the thing. You don't get propped up that much with all this information no one else knows. And then they don't be like, hey, dog, you know you didn't pay for that. Give me that. Let's get that. So that's weird. Pop back up. Damn, we broke. So here's the thing. If you are watching Woj drop a bomb, or Sham, what does Sham drop? Scuds? I don't know what that's. Sham, what else go with the silverware? Point being, if you watching him do his and you watching Woj do this, know for a fact, sometimes, somewhere, somehow, they're going to have to return that favor. And it feels like, to me, the beats of this one, Woj returned that favor to the Hurls.